Hey y'all, this is Lou Temple. You know me as Axel on The Walking Dead, and you're watching Rocking Dead with Eric Broadbent on Rocking Dead TV. You follow me?
Hey everyone, Eric here from the EVH and Gear TV Network and of course Rocking Dead, back with you today with another video on The Walking Dead. We're going to be talking about a couple things here in general. We're going to be talking about the recent update to deny Guerrera's, Michonne, her contract, which we just did a video on. There's been almost an overnight development on that one, and we're going to be having a look at some photos, exclusive photos from AMC, from the press networks, having a look at Samantha Morton, who plays Alpha, unmasked, which is kind of cool. So you're gonna get, it looks like they're kind of trying to show us a bit of a personal side of the Whisperers. So a very minor, very minor spoiler warning. If you don't want to know about the contract and Michonne's future, then now is the time to exit. If you don't want to see these photos, they're not spoilers. They're directly from AMC themselves, so they're not spoilers. But I guess that could be taken as a mild spoiler warning. So now we've got all that stuff out of the way, we're done. Let's move on. So thank you once again for checking out the last video I did. And the last video was on the possible rumblings within the Walking Dead camp with Michonne, deny Guerrera, not returning next season. And I was a little bit more positive, thinking she would be coming back than I should have been. And, honestly, I was more so on the fence, to be honest with you. I might have led to believe that I thought she was coming back, but I was more worried than anything else. She's become a hit star in the world of entertainment with Marvel and everything that she's doing. So she can demand a pretty high paycheck these days and very in demand. So it is what it is. I'm going to read you typically, like I like to do here, from comicbook.com, and I'm going to share the article by way of a link in the description. The update to her contract signing is called The Walking Dead Deny Guerrera's Exit Confirmed. Speculation and rumor is now confirmed as it's been announced that The Walking Dead is losing star Deny Guerrera, who plays the fan-favorite character Michonne. The Hollywood Reporter dropped the exclusive report confirming that Guerrera is leaving The Walking Dead and has even detailed how her exit will be handled. Apparently, Guerrera signed on for The Walking Dead Season 10, but only in a limited capacity. Guerrera will return in a limited capacity, described only as a handful of episodes that will be interspersed throughout Season 10. So that's I'm just going to interject for a moment. That's going to be kind of interesting, kind of what, like losing Andrew Lincoln, Rick, and of course Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie. They were shown in only a few episodes of Season 9, and they're gone. I think they're kind of teasing us here with this one here that we might, like, it's not just going to be 3, 4, 5 episodes like it was for Rick, and obviously into Season 10. I think they will probably scatter it for entertainment value, maybe by flashbacks, all that kind of stuff. So it won't just be 2 or 3 episodes and she's gone. I think we'll see whether it's 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but they're going to be scattered throughout the season. And that's kind of a neat way to do it too, because that character does last throughout the season. So I'm anxious to see how that carries out. But the article at comicbook.com goes on to say that will not be the final end of Michonne on The Walking Dead, however, as the Hollywood Reporter also notes that Guerrera will then likely segue to the 3 Walking Dead movies that AMC is planning with former leading man Andrew Lincoln. That makes total sense in my opinion. The note about Guerrera possibly appearing in AMC's planned Walking Dead movies is a new update, but one that makes total sense. The Walking Dead's current season went through the clunky process of getting rid of Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes without actually killing him off. Instead of a grand death, Rick was lost and assumed dead, but was actually taken by the mysterious group running the helicopter pickups that Jadis was assisting in secrecy. Since Rick's disappearance, Michonne, his love interest, hasn't been the same, with heavy hints that some truly violent and drastic events took place in the 6-year time jump between the Alexandria group losing Rick and the current events of the series. In that sense, there's now plenty of room for The Walking Dead to send Michonne out on the hunt for Rick, with some flexibility about how and when that storyline could occur. The Rick-focused Walking Dead movies could reunite Rick and Michonne and decide to close that story arc off within the 6 years of the time jump, or open up that storyline as part of the present action of the current season. The suggestion of Guerrera making only sporadic appearances in Season 10 doesn't answer anything firmly either. Those appearances could be flashbacks to a different time point or be set in the present, as Michonne comes and goes during a renewed search for Rick. Very, very cool. As stated, this isn't much of a surprise. We just reported on the fact that Guerrero is likely leaving in Season 10, as the rumblings have been there ever since Guerrero climbed onto a whole other level of fame thanks to Marvel smash hit 2018 films Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War. It makes sense that working the long stretches within a big ensemble for a TV paycheck wouldn't be nearly as appealing to Guerrero, who's been donning Michonne's dreadlock wig ever since Walking Dead Season 3. Here's what showrunner Angela Kang said about the possibility of Guerrero leaving. "I'll just say Michonne is obviously a huge part of the story of The Walking Dead," Kang told the Insider. "We absolutely love Denai. Anything that's contract-wise, that's for people to work out, but we have a lot of exciting stories to tell with her going forward. We're thrilled for what's in store for her, and that's as much as I can say right now." And of course, this article was written just prior to the pickup of the back half of Season 9. It continues and it closes out by saying The Walking Dead returns for the back half of its 9th season on February 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and Fear the Walking Dead will return for its 5th season in 2019. So, speaking of which, I'm going to show some exclusive photos in a second from the upcoming season of Fear the Walking Dead. So, again, if you've stuck along this far, maybe an extended spoiler warning if you don't want to see any of the photos. These are directly from AMC. These aren't leaked. These are right from the press network, so it's not like a spoiler photo. But if you want to see Dwight being his first appearance, at least in photo form, from the set, this is pretty awesome. If not, then you'll want to leave the video now. But I'm going to show you some photos from Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm going to show you some of the photos that I started to talk about at the beginning of the video of Alpha, Samantha Morton, who plays her, and a couple of the new characters that are the Whisperers, and we get to see them in their own personal side of things, unmasked. And I think, so we're having a look at those now, and I think what's really cool about this is in the comics, I read right up until the Whisperers were introduced in the comics, and I'm now behind. So for the longest time, I had all this knowledge of where the show was going and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of drove people crazy. Home here in the family, I'd be like, oh, I know what's going to happen. This person's going to die. This person's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And it drove people crazy. So now I'm on the same playing level as all of them. So that's kind of cool. But I really like what they're trying to do with the Whisperers. At least what I'm gathering from these photos that you're seeing here is the fact that they're trying to put a real human side to villains that are absolutely horrible. And are they horrible? I mean, yes, outside looking in, they certainly are. But couldn't that same thing be said about Rick? You look at Negan, how Negan killed all these people and, burned their faces and, but really, was he the villain as well, too? Either any of these people could be labeled as a villain. Rick certainly could, but some of the actions that he's taken, we don't really look at him as a villain. We're looking at the Whisperers, we're looking at the Governors, we're looking at the Negans as these villains, but there is a human side to all of them. We've even seen that with Negan, and I think we're going to see him change a lot as well, too. And I know I'm rambling, I do that all the time. I like the human side that they're trying to portray of these people that are within the Whisperers camp and of the Whisperers army. It's going to be very, very interesting. These photos are pretty cool. I think we're going to get to see a lot of great acting from Samantha Morton. And as I talked about in some of my other videos as well, too, I have reached out to Samantha's publicist. I'm looking to get her as a live guest on the show. And at the time, my last communication was she was busy filming. And I would imagine we're probably getting very close to having that all wrapped up very, very soon. If it hasn't already, I'm not positive on that. But as we find out when her schedule frees up, we will try to get her on the show and people can ask questions in the live chat. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you as well today. It's really nice to get back doing some more of these Walking Dead videos. Again, too, I've asked for comments before, and you guys and girls have been really awesome giving me suggestions in the comments below of what you'd like to see me cover. I am asking you once again, please share your thoughts on what you'd like to see me cover. If you enjoy this stuff, or if it's you don't enjoy it, or what it is, just give me some feedback, and I'd love to do more videos that are appealing to you. And hey, this is kind of unrelated, but it is related at the same time. And those of you that know, you watch the intro with me playing, you know I'm a musician. So I'm a musician. That's what I do. I've been doing that for many, many years in my life. I wrote this new intro for The Walking Dead. But I have a Patreon that's really cool that I've been mainly using it for music. So people that, like my channel and, want to support, they can donate through my Patreon. It's patreon.com/EVHGearTV. The link is in the description below as well, too. And I just got done a Skype call. One of my tiers allows a one-on-one Skype call. Now, this was with a musician. I was able to help him, set up and troubleshoot some of his gadgets, we'll say. For those of you that aren't into music, the electronic gadgets, your pedals and your effects and things like that. But I started thinking, you know what? There's no reason why we can't have one-on-one conversations as well, too, with Walking Dead fans. If you're a Walking Dead fan, if you're a Fear the Walking Dead fan, if you're a comics fan, which you'll probably know more about the comics than me now, But if you want to support the channel and have a one-on-one Skype call, we have those available. There's 4 Skype calls per year in one of our entry-level tiers. It's pretty awesome. Just, you know, even if it's just to chat about anything. Availability is there. And again, patreon.com/EVHGearTV. Every little bit helps. And here again, I hope you enjoyed checking out this video today. I certainly enjoy bringing them to you. I love interacting with you guys and girls in the comments. It's always a pleasure. And we'll look forward to the next episode of The Walking Dead this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lastly, just before we go, a really cool thing for those of you that are watching here that are music fans, I have a premiere video debuting on YouTube Tuesday night, which is Tuesday, February 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. This is an interview with Gary Kramer, himself founder of Kramer Guitar. So anybody that's a guitar buff watching this video right now, it's definitely an interview you'll want to check out. It's I got to interview him in person at his home as we were guests of him and his wife for 3 days in Paso Robles, California. A great opportunity, to say the least. And so it's going to be a live premiere, and we'll be able to interact with you in the live chat tomorrow night. I won't be live on the screen, but the video will be live as a premiere. We'll be chatting pre-show, during the show, and possibly after the show. It'd be nice to see you guys and girls over in the live chat. And of course, after the fact, it won't be a live thing anymore, but you can still watch the video. So check it out. It's called In the Company of Gary Kramer. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys and girls go. Thank you so very much for all your support. We'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And until next time, cheers.